everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm a little bit late, about 2 weeks behind of doing my May project pan update, but I have a lot, well, all of my products to get through, and a lot of them I have really been using and loving on. So if you want to see where I am from May, go ahead and keep watching. All right, so we have our lovely bin here full of all of our products. So I'm gonna try to keep it kind of consistent with like face, eyes, lips, that sort of thing, but can't make any promises. So let me see where I kind of want to start. Okay, so we have our two primers. The first one is the Tarte Poreless Mattifying Primer, which I actually have been using on multiple occasions throughout the month because it is getting very hot, so I will get a lot more oily in my T-zone. And another thing, I have been using a powder foundation throughout my work days, so I will get like a little bit of kind of like my pores peeking through on my nose whenever I use that if I don't go in with this first. So I have been loving on this. I feel like whenever I squeeze on it, it takes me a second to be able to get anything to come out. So I think I'm making progress on this. If I am not close to panning this, or if I don't actually pan it, I will be very close by the end of the year. So I have been really going for that for the month of May. And then next up we have the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. This honestly feels like it's almost empty and you can't see it because it's very opaque, the bottle. It feels really empty, but I keep getting full pumps out. So I don't know if I'm like right there on the edge, if I'm super close, but I love this primer so much. It really does just hydrate your skin. I will say that it does have a little bit of like a slip and slide feel to it. So if you have a foundation that tends to run off your face, I wouldn't necessarily mix this with that foundation, but other than that, this works amazingly. I love it so much, and it doesn't break me out, which is awesome because it's like a $6 primer. So I love this, and we are getting really, really close because I can feel how light it is compared to whenever I first purchased the product. So we'll probably be getting there pretty soon. Next up, we can do the foundations. So we have the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula, and I have like beat up this bottle. There's foundation everywhere. It's starting to get like collected around the top here. It's just kind of like crusty and dirty. Whenever I put it up to the light, it was like kind of leaning on its side, but we have a little opening right here to where I can see through. And last time whenever I had it standing tall like this and I looked at it, it was down to about here. So we're almost halfway there. I feel like there's a lot of foundation in this bottle, and a little bit goes a long way. But for the month of May, I have been diving into this thing like no one's business. Again, it is my favorite foundation of all time that I have ever used. So I love it bunches, and honestly, like as soon as I pan this, I'm going to be going out and buying some more. So I'm excited about that. The other foundation is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. I have not touched this for the month of May. I don't know why. Probably just because like I am in my everyday routine. I've been working really hard every single day. My caseload just got increased, so I have like a really simple, easy makeup routine. This is actually my everyday makeup that I'm wearing right now. And so I like, if I'm not using that simple routine, I'm using this foundation, and I just haven't been touching this. So I don't know, hopefully that'll change soon. I'm like pretty, oh my gosh, this thing is such a hot mess though. Like, I'm not even lying, but we're really close to this thing being gone and used up. Honestly, it's really kind of like nasty, and I shouldn't probably be putting this on my skin anymore. I feel like when the stick dropped out. I don't know if you guys ever saw that video. It was a while ago, but like I went to open up the thing and I opened it up the wrong way and the stick foundation just came out and it landed on my carpet, which if you don't know, I have 3 dogs and a cat. So that was not a good day for the Anastasia stick foundation. But I'm still gonna pan it, still gonna use it. We're almost there with that one. Now we can go into concealer mode. So I have the Milani Retouch and Erase concealer right here in the little squeezy tube. This one I will definitely be panning for sure. We already have some little marks along the back end here, if my camera will freaking focus. Yes, there we go. So these little marks right here, we have some emptiness going on. I actually like that this is a squeezy tube for Project Pan because I get to really make sure that I use all of it up. Whereas this one, for instance, the NYX HD concealer, I mean, I've had the NYX HD concealer panned, before, and it ended up being fine, but this one isn't quite there yet. I see like tiny little marks along the side. I have been using this for the month of May for sure. This is actually part of my everyday routine right now. I'm trying to switch up my concealers a little bit, but if you are interested in seeing my very quick, like 15-minute tops makeup tutorial, I will do that for you because this is like what my face looks like. It's very full coverage, but at the same, like it covers up everything really well, but at the same time, it's super easy and effortless. And I use basically concealer as a foundation with a powder foundation over top. So it's really easy. Let me know down below in the comments if that is something that you want to see in case you are struggling to get your like daily makeup down to a shorter period of time. But I love the NYX HD concealer. I use it all the time. Where should I go next? I feel like I will talk about this powder that I freaking hate. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It powder. Honestly, I'm so mad at myself about this because I know my under eyes and I should have known whenever I bought this powder that at some point I just was not going to be feeling it because my under eye area is one of the most dry parts of my face and this just clings to dry patches. So I'm gonna try to use it for like the rest of June. I'm gonna try to like throw it in there and just get it out of my collection, honestly, because I hate wasting makeup. I hate throwing things away. So I'm just going to use it. I'm just gonna do it. But for the month of May, I have not touched that thing at all. I've actually been using a lot of my pressed powders. Speaking of pressed powders, I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the shade Dolce de Leche. And if y'all can see, I don't know, but this baby right here is almost at pan. And so this one is like not very far behind. I have been dying and living for this powder right here. Underneath my eyes, seriously y'all, like even compared to my Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, which y'all know is my ride or die for contour and highlight, like underneath the eyes, this one is so comparable. Like you don't need to spend a lot of money if you don't have a lot of money. Like pick this up for yourself. It is so good. It is very finely milled. This is actually the contour that I have right now, kind of like contour bronzing situation going on. And as you can see, it just gives a beautiful subtle glow in that area. And it's not like streaky or anything like that. It blends out like a dream. Both of the powders do. Love this, and I have been going ham on it for May. All right, now we have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this one I have actually been loving on as well. I have been using this one and the Wet n Wild one as well as my Tarte palette. So I've just been kind of like using those three, but this one, we're starting to get to where the imprint is getting a little bit more faded towards the center. So I feel like this could be a close call. I'm not like super duper confident, but who knows, we might get there because I feel like this isn't going to necessarily show up on me as I am going through the summer months, I'm just spending a lot more time out in the sun, and that one is definitely more on the lighter side for bronzers. And then we have the highlight by Pixie and Aspen Ovard, and this one is in Santorini Sunset. So here it is. This one I have been loving on as well. As you can see, there's like a little tiny bit of a dent in there, but this is such a big pan, and it's one of those highlights that is such a beautiful, natural, everyday highlight, but at the same time, it gives you that really like beaming glow that's kind of angelic, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? So I have been loving on this for sure. In my daily routine, I've been trying to like use products that I don't use all the time, but at the same time, I've also been trying to use up my Project Pan products. So I will use highlights, but I've been using this one the most. I love this highlight. Oh my God, what is on me? I love this highlight so much. I recommend it to literally anyone. It's so beautiful. I love it. All right, where are we at? Oh yeah, Tarte Exposed, the blush. So for May, I have dug into this multiple times. I haven't touched it a whole lot over the past couple of weeks because we're in the middle of June right now. But this one is getting there. Like the imprint for it is really starting to fade. So, but it is an Amazonian clay blush, so a little bit goes a long way, and it's just one of those blushes that there is so much in this pan and it really does stay, so I don't find myself having to reapply it or like throwing it into my purse or anything. But I have been loving on it, so hopefully we will be getting there. All right, now I'm going to move on to eyes. So I have the Tarte Make Believe palette. Honestly, have not touched this. I honestly just need to keep it on my vanity because I keep forgetting about it. I don't know why, which is why I've done my makeup collection organizational video. Like I ordered some stuff from Sunny Cosmetics and I just needed to get more organized because my stuff is still all over my room right now. But I'm going to put this on my vanity actually, so I remember to use it because it has some really beautiful colors that could be for like everyday wear. Like this matte shade right here, the highlight is really gorgeous, and then some of these other shimmers just to put a little bit towards like the inner part of the eye, but I haven't used that at all, so I don't know, it might be a close call with that one. Then we have the Anastasia Subculture palette. This one is part of my everyday routine. Right now for my eyes, the only shade I have in like on my eyes is Dawn, and then I will also a lot of times go in with New Wave and Roxy just to kind of really open up that crease and make it a lot more vibrant. I haven't really been touching a whole lot of these shades over here. I sometimes put Cube underneath my brow bone, but honestly Dawn is like almost at pan, which for me I was really excited about because I told myself like an eyeshadow palette with this many shadows is really hard to pan. So I'm just happy to have like 1, 2, or 3. I feel like it's a pretty good number. I'm definitely loving on this palette. So I don't know. I feel like whenever fall rolls around, I will definitely be using this side of the palette a lot more because we have very rich and deep and unique tones. So it'll come. And then we have the shade Millionaire by ColourPop, which actually I have been implementing into my everyday makeup routine on occasion. I've used it a couple of times the past 2 weeks, and then I remember using it like 3 times in May. So this one I am using for sure. I just feel like I need to kind of up my usage just a little bit, and we will get there with that. But honestly, with those Super Shock shadows from ColourPop, a little bit goes such a long way. It's really, really hard to use them up. All right, now we have the Milani lipstick in the shade, what are you again? Naturally Chic. So this is the color right here. We still have a bit to go. I have been trying to like really use up lipsticks in general and making sure that I'm like reapplying them throughout the day. This one I feel like I haven't used at all the past month. So I just haven't been reaching for this shade of color, but the Tarte lipstick in the shade Sunkissed, I most certainly have been using. It is one of my favorite peachy nudes of all time, with the combination of Fortune Cookie Butter Gloss right here. I have been using, even whenever I'm not wearing lipstick or makeup, I will just take this with me and apply it. So I have been using it, but every single time I pull it out, it still has a decent amount on that doe foot. So I don't know, we'll see. I feel like I'm trying so hard to use these products, but they just aren't going down. I don't know what that's about. But we do have the Buxom lip polish in the shade White Russian, and this baby is going down. I have been carrying it everywhere with me when I don't have any sort of lipstick on, makeup on, whatever. I just love it because of that nice cooling sensation. So if you can see, we are, it's hard to like get this to focus sometimes, but we are down to here. So we're getting there. We're definitely getting there for sure. I have been using this because I really just love it. Like, it's such a great lip gloss, and the cooling sensation is super nice to have during the hot months. So that is my May update for Project Pan. I apologize for being so late with this. Just a lot of different things have been going on the past couple weeks, and I had other videos that I wanted to get up for y'all. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I feel like Project Pan is just one of those series that a lot of people can get into, and we can talk about the products we love, what we thought we would really enjoy having in Project Pan but ended up not liking so much. It's just a lot of fun. So let me know what products you're panning, or if you've hit pan on any products down below. I would love to find out. And I'm gonna go ahead and head out and spend some time with my husband. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.